broadcasting live around the wards and online. This is Radio Northwick Park.
Hello and welcome to the Friday Night Request Show. Thank you so much for joining us. And today we've all been up to the wards and we've got lots and lots of requests for you.
I do hope you're enjoying the music, and I hope that we're making you feel that little bit better.
It's Radio Northwick Park, live around the wards and online. Just pick up your bedside handset, give us a call.
Hospital radio is a unique combination of broadcasting and charity, serving patients across the UK. Self-supporting stations produce original programming which airs live throughout the hospital.
Well, there are two things to be done. First of all, we put him in the hospital and withdraw all television. I see. And then we give him this. Radio!
Ben Hart of the Hospital Broadcasting Association talks about how it all began.
It started about 50 to 60 years ago with just small kind of recording clubs starting up in hospitals and trying to just entertain patients.
Today, nearly 200 hospitals around the UK have their own stations. Northwick Park Hospital in northwest London is the home of Radio Northwick Park, which has been serving patients since 1971.
Radio Northwick Park.
I'm Charles Biggie. I've been a volunteer at Radio Northwick Park for almost 30 years.
Volunteers do regular ward visits, taking song requests from patients and spending time with them.
What song were you thinking about?
Well, it's Wind Beneath My Wings, and I'd like to dedicate that to all the nursing staff on Evelyn Ward, and really to say thank you for all the excellent care.
In the midst of their hospital stay, which can often be unpleasant, patients find the music to be a welcome alternative therapy.
Come with a smile into the ward, which is so nice to see. Many of the songs just take you down a memory lane. And sometimes, before you know it, you've forgotten the pain and you're wondering where you heard the song. So Northwick Park Radio is a little bit like a painkiller.
But patients aren't the only ones who benefit. Volunteers keep coming back week after week because they also find something for themselves.
The thing I enjoy most about patient visiting is all the fantastic people that you get to meet.
I find Radio Northwick Park an enormous de-stressor.
Especially when you're chatting to them and then you're sort of about to leave and they say, don't go.
Each volunteer team produces a nightly request show, delivering a personalized broadcast for the patients, and also learning the fundamentals of radio production in the process.
What do you think of the playlist tonight, guys? It's a good one?
I think it's a nice mix, it's fairly upbeat. Yeah.
Come on, everybody. Radio Gold. Let's make Radio Gold.
With such a great opportunity for free broadcast training and on-air experience, hospital radio predictably attracts aspiring radio professionals, explains program manager Adam Glynn.
It's the place where people, historically, who are on major radio stations now, have come to cut their teeth.
Keith Chilvers, longtime volunteer and former sports commentator for BBC Three Counties, did just that.
You make yourself more employable and you make more opportunities for yourself. If you can do a bit of production or if you can do some of the editing stuff, especially with the digital stuff that's around now, you know, chances are you'll get into things and then maybe another opportunity comes your way. And then suddenly you might find yourself in front of a microphone.
David Rees has worked in media for 14 years, but remains an active volunteer to this day, having found as much satisfaction at patient bedsides as behind the microphone.
A lot of people deride hospital radio and say all you want to do is be wannabe DJs that say, hey, good morning everyone, you're very well in hospital, here's I just died in your arms tonight. That kind of cliche, really.
I just died in your arms tonight.
But it's really not like that at all. We're professional and we put a lot of effort into what we do, but we do care about the patients as well. It's not just about egos.
A London rep for hospital radios, Ben Hart, agrees.
You can't just get experience of broadcasting or preparing shows or being a DJ or whatever it is they're interested in without going on the wards, visiting patients, helping with fundraising. Really, it's the whole package.
As with any charity, hospital radio stations ensure their own survival through fundraising.
The Radio Northwick Park Games.
Right, so we're having a really big fundraising weekend, and we're having a big broadcast that's going on for 33 and a half hours.
If you want to keep Radio Northwick Park going, please donate.
Radio Northwick Park has managed to sustain itself for the past 41 years and boasts 2 well-furnished studio spaces as well as a media suite, all housed in a cavernous basement corridor lined with discarded hospital beds and broken-down machinery. Ben Hart of the Hospital Broadcasting Association confirms that space is a primary issue where hospital radios are concerned.
Hospitals in the UK, probably more so in London, every single little bit of space within a hospital is at a premium, so we've got to compete with that in hospital buildings. And then as new hospitals are being built, they're not always being built with the capacity to take a hospital radio station, so that's the challenge.
In addition to funding and space issues, the key to the future of hospital radio seems to lie in keeping up with expanding technology. Radio Northwick Park Chairman Matt Blank is confident that his station, which was the first to expand to online broadcasts in 2006, has been facing this challenge well.
There is competition out there with regards to other radio stations generally, like BBC and commercial, and obviously patients want to pay, there's TV as well, so we've always had that line of competition. I think we're just touching upon the age of mobile devices, and I think that we've got to really adapt to that, otherwise we won't be here in 10 years.
Over 150 hospital radio stations in the UK have gone off the air since the 1980s. But those which are up to the challenges of being a self-supporting charity will continue to serve and entertain patients, as well as train the next generation of broadcasters.
Thank you very much for joining me for the last 2 hours. Hopefully you'll be out of Northwick Park next week, but if you are unfortunate enough to be in here, I'll be back next week. As I say, I'm going to leave you to take us up to news time and your requests and dedications with another song from the UK.
Hey, all